Okay, we're up to Kuf Tes Vav Amid Aleph, and we're going to get an order of Nachla that we're familiar with. So we said the pecking order is son, daughter, father, but not only son, daughter, father, any offspring of theirs. So I just charted this down many moons ago. It makes things a little easier, and that's going to be the Mishnah we're going to do. So the first, the order of Yerusha, the son, and any offspring of the son. So if the son predeceases the father and he leaves a son and or a daughter, that son and or daughter will go ahead and inherit before the daughter, right? That's Yotze Yirecho. That's what we called bequeathing bakever. The son is dead. He's in the kever. Nonetheless, he inherits and he now bequeaths it to his children. Again, if he's gone and he has no children, then the daughter goes. And the same thing applies to her, the offspring of the daughter, the offspring of the daughter. That if there's no daughter and no offspring of the daughter, then it goes to the father. So now it gets a little funny because the father, the sons, meaning the brother of the dead person, is not inheriting because he's the dead person's brother. He's inheriting because what? He's the sons of the father. We spoke this out earlier. It's a very interesting phenomenon that you think that the bottom line is a brother's inheriting a brother, but he's not inheriting through the brother. He's inheriting through the fact that he's his father's son, and he's the deceased's brother. So that's the order, the pecking order. It's interesting. It's interesting, and that's the Mishnah we're going to go ahead and deal with now. Says the Mishnah on Kuf Tesvav Amid Aleph. Seder Nachlois Kachu. What's the Seder of Nachlois? Ish kiyamos uven ein loy. If a person dies, uven ein loy. Then vavartem es nachlasoi lebitoi. Now, the word ein loy, we're going to see the yud. We're going to dash an ayin loy. Look into his family. Now we're just going to go through what we're going to go through now in the Mishnah. What we just saw on that page. Ben koidim labas. The first one is the ben, and not only the ben, but kol yotze yirecha shel ben koidim labas. Any offspring of the ben would inherit before the daughter. Bas koidmin la'achen. The bas comes before the dead, the deceased brothers. Yoitzu yirecha shel bas koidmin la'achen. Right now, it's interesting. Achen koidmin la'ache av. Now it says the brothers come before the father's brothers. In other words, the uncles of the deceased. I should put that up there. Let's see. Right. So the father inherits. So the sons get through the father. No father, the daughters, the sister of the dead. Now the father's father. You go up the line. The father and the father's sons, the uncles of the dead. So this is the pecking order according to our Mishnah. It's the pecking order according to our Mishnah. It's a bit Yavamistic. Achim koin lachia ab. Yoitzi yirecha shel achim koidmin lachia ab. Zeh klal. Kol hakoidmin benachla yoitzi yirecha koidmin. Anyone who comes first in the pecking order, their offspring comes before the next level. Va'av koidmin l'chol yoitzi yirecha. And like you might have noticed in the Mishnah, it said daughter, then it said brothers, right? It said daughters and brothers. It skipped the father because the sons of the deceased, the brothers of the deceased, get through the father. So the father comes called kol yoitze yerechai. So online in the Mishnah, guys, when it says mas koidmin la'achin yoitze yerechai shel bas koidmin la'achin, now it says achim koidmin la'achei. This is the order of the Torah. The brothers come before the uncles. Now, where's the father in there? Where's the father in there? Those achin are the yotzei yerechai of the father. The brothers of the deceased are the descendants, the ones who came from the father. So therefore, it's that little last line of the Mishnah, we really comes in there. The reason why the Mishnah listed it, because if you remember that when we began the parak, the father doesn't appear. If I invite them as nachlasa, we're going to go ahead and take the father, whether the father is she'eroi or the vavartoi, we're going to go ahead and up him right to a spot where and the Gemara's question is let's up him as much as we can, but we only up him to pass the daughter. Tanarabanan. Ben the one who inherits is the son. Ainli ela ben. Ben aben, the grandson, oy bas ben, or the granddaughter of the, again, it has to be the paternal, oy ben bas, again, the next generation, if it's the ben bas, then next line, daughter, or oy ben bas haben minayin, tamaloima ein loy ayin alav. So now you have, let's go through it. You have Ben, the son, Ben Aben, the grandson, Oy Bas Haben, the granddaughter, Oy Ben Bas Haben, or the son of the daughter of the son. Even this is a great grandson, right? Would inherit before the daughter. They would, right? Minayin Tamaloimar, Ein Loy, and the Mefarshim say, take out the Yud and darshan it with an ayin. Ayin means ayin alav. Let's look onto him. So let's look at the son. Whatever there is a remnant of the son would get before the daughter. The same thing now we're going to have by the daughter. Bas, Ein Liela Bas. Bas Habas, the granddaughter. Oy Ben Abbas. Or Bas Ben Ben. Ubas Ben Habas. Minayin Tamaloimar Ein Loy Ayin Lav. The same svara on the base. Okay, Tzad. How does this work? That Nachla mimash meshesh, it searches mimash meshes, it searches v'leches ad ruvain, right? In other words, there's a huge Rashbam over here, but again, it's not possible if you're going to go through each family not to find a karev. It's not possible. And so therefore, it always says by a ger, it says that you by opinion of Hegdish, you can't find somebody, how can you find anybody or that you're magda something or stay achusa, how can you not have a relative? And the answer is if it's a ger has nothing, it doesn't have relatives, right? So anyone that has relatives, but it says until Yaakov. Amar Abaya, Gemiri, so V'hilchas ad Ruvain, V'lema ad Yaakov. Why do you stop at Ruvain? Let's go all the way back to the last of the Avos. It says on Rabbi Gemiri the like column Ishvata. No, we have a Messiah pasuk that they will never be decimated. They'll never come down. A Shavit should not exist anymore. So therefore, we only go up to Ruvain, but we don't go back one more step. We don't go out to Yaakov, right? There'll never be a Shavit in Klal Yisrael that will be totally gone, and therefore the Rashbam brings a pasuk. Keni Hashem le'shanisi v'atem b'nei Yaakov le'kalisem, right? V'atem b'nei Yaakov le'kalisem. You will not be what? You will not be finished off. So therefore, it's stopped over there. But you get the idea of ayin love. That's the key. Now, to Tzedaikim, they don't believe in the Torah Shebal Peh. They don't believe in the Torah Shebal Peh, so they're not going to darshan ayin love. So to them, a grandchild inheriting, particularly a granddaughter inheriting before a daughter, makes no sense. Without the Torah, it would make sense to see the guys. Think about it. If I would ask you, if you wake up in the morning, I say, listen, I have a question to you. I have a will. There is a granddaughter from a son, and there's a daughter. Who would go first? Every one of you would say the daughter, because the daughter is the direct. That's that generation. It's that generation. But halacha is not like that. The halacha is not like that because ayin olav, we're going to be ma'ayin and be looking at what? At the son, right? And this granddaughter is the descendant of the son. The Tzedaikim did not go ahead and agree with that. They didn't agree with that. They held not like that. And that's what the conversation is going to be right now. So Amrav Huna Amarav. Kolo Oimer, any dayan that paskins shetiresh habas im bas haben, that the daughter should inherit with the grandson, with the daughter of the son, bas haben. In other words, they're both women. One is the granddaughter, the descendant of the son, and one is the daughter. Anyone who says they should be equal, right? Afilu nashi sheb Yisrael, even if he's such a high position that he's a nasi in Klal Yisrael, right? Ain't shoymim lo. You don't listen to him. She'ena ela ma'aset tzedaikim, because it's a ma'aset tzedaikim. The tzedaikim who didn't believe in the Torah Shebal Peh, the followers of Tzadok Ubaisos, They didn't believe in Torah Shabbal Peh, and therefore they didn't learn Ayin Olav, and therefore they felt a daughter and a granddaughter certainly at least equal. The Tanya. But Arba Asri, now there is a Megillah in the Torah. We've in Bryces called Megillus Tainus, fellas. Megillus Tainus is the opposite of what you would think. It's not a Megillah of when you do fast. It's a Megillah when you don't fast. It's a Megillah, predominantly, guys, is Hanukkah. Megillahs, we don't fast on Hanukkah because in the Megillah of Tainus, now these are days that were very, very serendipitous for Klal Yisrael, that things happened that were wonderful. One of these days is the 24th day of Teves, and it's the day where we overcame the Tzaddikim who had gone ahead and imposed this din that a daughter and a granddaughter are equal when it comes to what? Yerusha. That was the day we overcame them. And that's what the incident the Gemara is going to share with us now. So what are we speaking about? The Tanya. Ba'arba v'esrim b'teves, in the 24th days of Teves, Tavno l'dina, the din returned. Shahoyu at Tzaddikim oimrim, Tzaddikim were of the opinion, Tiresh habas in bas haben. A daughter should inherit with a granddaughter. Again, the daughter of the son, guys. The daughter of the son, that's the key. So Nitvo lehen Rabbi Yochanan and Zakkai. Rabbi Yochanan and Zakkai was Taifi again dealing with them. The great Rabbi Yochanan and Zakkai. For Amalehem, they said to them, Shaitim, fools, minayin zelachem. How do you know this, that a daughter inherits with a granddaughter of the daughter of a son? None of the tzaddikim said anything. Monkey see, monkey do. There was this alta tzaddik. He was willing to go ahead and fight with Rabbi Yochanan and Zakkai. And he said the following: Kal v'chomer, Uma bas benoi, the daughter of the son, haba mikoyach benoi tirishenu. The granddaughter has no koyach herself. She's coming mikoyach the son. The son is the one who inherits the father and bequeaths to her. Bidai haba mikoychai. But a bas that comes directly from the descendant, like Kol Shekain, should inherit at least equally with the granddaughter. In other words, the daughter herself is a direct heir, whereas the granddaughter is an indirect heir. The granddaughter is inheriting because the son inherited, her father inherited from his father. But the daughter is coming directly from the deceased. So that's the Kal V'chomer. That's the Kal V'chomer. Anyway, Korah love. Rabbi Yochanan and Zakkai said the following. Ella b'nei seir ha'choyri. Okay, yeah, I should have made a chart for this, but I just didn't. I'm sorry. Listen to this pesukim, guys, and listen to this limud. This is in Parshas Vayishlach. Ela b'nei seir ha'choyri. These are the sons of Seir the Choyri. So we need the sons of Seir. Yoshvei Aretz. Lutan is 1. Shuval is 2, Tzivain is 3, and Anna is 4. So we have listed over here Anna as a son of Seir. Seir, good guys, that's the key. We have listed over here Anna as a son of Tzivain and equal to, a son of Seir and equal to Tzivain. Now in the same parsha it says. Eila b'nei Tzivain. These are the sons of Tzivain. Va'aya, va'ana. So now you have a problem. We have Anna being the son of Seir, the brother of Tzivain, and we have Anna being named the son of Tzivain. Now, is Anna Tzivain's brother, or is Anna Tzivain's son? Guys, one more time. Is Anna the brother of Tzivain, as listed in the first pasuk here? Or is Anna the son of Tzivain, as in the second prash? Ela Malamed Sheba Tzivain al Imoy. Tzivain was involved in an incestuous relationship with his mother. V'hoilid Anna, and he fathered Anna. So be'emes, Anna is not Tzivain's paternal brother. He is a maternal brother, but a paternal son. So now, Anna had nothing whatsoever to do with Seir. Zero. In the pasuk that we listed, guys, Yuval Loitan, Sivain, and Anna as brothers. Anna was not related to. I mean, he was related to him, but not the way you would think. He wasn't his son. He was his son's. He was his grandson, but he was Anna's son. He was Sivain's son. So Anna was what we call a mamza. Anna is the classic mamza, right? The classic mamza. Good. Now, now. So now, what's the limit over here, guys? Let's go through it. You find that Anna is inheriting. He's called Yoshvei Oretz. He's inheriting with who? He's inheriting with Sivain. Sivain died, guys. Sivain died. Anna now goes up to be the inherit Sivain. So why do you see? Why do you see that a offspring inherits directly? It inherits directly, right? Even though what? Even though he wasn't, he was just the Torah. And according to you, in other words, you the tzedaikim, you guys, you the tzedaikim who view the Torah shebechsav, you have openly the Torah shebechsav, right? This pasuk that Anna and Sivain are brothers. You have and they're inheriting. In fact, they're not brothers. They're father and son. Why is Anna inheriting? Because Sivain's dead. If Sivain's dead, Anna takes his place. Guys, got it? And that's playing their game. That's playing their game, correct? Fred the Gemara. 1 second. Vidilma trey Anna have. Maybe there are two Annas. Dilma trey Anna have. Maybe there's two, and one is like a real brother. Amarava. Amina milsad le Amra Shava Malka. I'm telling you something that Shava Malka didn't say. Umanu Shmuel. Shmuel was like the king of Dini Mamonis. Ikadi army Amar Papa. Amina milsad le Amra Shava Malka. Umanu Rabba. Halach is like Rabbi except 3 places, like Rabbi Yosef. Amakra. It says who Anna. Now the pasuk says, fellas, this is very obscure. It says who Anna. This is the same Anna that you know what he did. Who Anna Hashem matzah hayemim b'midbar. He found the mules in the midbar. When he was grazing the chamarim of Tziva's father. Guys, Anna, he was the first person to bring crossbreeding to the world. You know, it's also to crossbreed. He went ahead, he crossbred a male donkey with a female horse, a mare. That created a mule. Yemim are mules. Guys, mules are sterile. So this person is a mamzer, and he brought mamzeris to the world. He brought crossbreeding to the world. Mamzeris is a form of crossbreeding. You don't think of it that way, but it really is. And he brought it to the world. So who Anna? What's the Torah saying? It's the same dude. It's the same dude. It's the same guy. Don't think it's a different guy. So l'chayra, this is a perfect raya connected to tzedaikim that an offspring inherits the same way as a now. What was the tzedaikim, guys? What was his svara? His svara was, well, if a granddaughter inherits through the son, then a daughter who inherits directly should certainly be so. You're bringing me a raya from a grandson, a son of a son. Anna, the son of Tzivain. So now the tzedaki is going to retort to Rabbi Yochanan and Zakkai. 1 second. I admit a grandson comes before a daughter. My question to you was a granddaughter with a daughter. That's what he's going to say. Says the Gemara. Amalei, Rebbe, B'kachata Pachmani. You want to get me off the hook with this limud? I agree by a grandson. I disagree by a granddaughter. So Amalei, so Yochanan and Zakkai said to him, Shaita, you're a shaita, you're a fool. Our Torah Shalema, our Torah that is Shalem. The Ben Yoyada says Shalem is Shalma. It's from Ma, Nachnu Ma, the Moshe Rabbeinu. The Shalma, Shalema, Shalma. That our Torah, Kesicha B'Telem Shalachem. In other words, he told him this Torah to get him off his. This is not the real reason. The real reason he's going to tell him right now. Your Kal V'Chomer is fruitless. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Here's going to slug him up with the Kal V'Chomer. What was this Kal V'Chomer, guys? Madach, a daughter who inherits from the son, who inherited from the father, the daughter who inherits directly, Einoidin, should inherit with the granddaughter. That was your kasha. So now, why does he tell him? Ma lebas beno, sheken yafa koicha b'makam achim. Toima bebitoi shahira koicha b'makam achim. Right. If you have a granddaughter, bas benoi, right? She inherits in the place of what? Of the brothers. Sheyoshim b'makam avia es nichseis zakena. She, let's say there was fellas, let's say a man has 3 sons and 1 daughter. Who inherits? The 3 sons, right? The daughter doesn't get. That's the pecking order, correct? Okay, let's say he has 3 sons and one of the sons is gone, but you have what? You have a granddaughter. That granddaughter is going to inherit in the place of the father, right? So you see that a granddaughter, b'makam achim, is better than a daughter b'makam achim. If you have the sons and a daughter, the daughter doesn't inherit. But a granddaughter would inherit the place of her dead father, right? Because he's a brother to these. So you have the father dies, leaves 3 sons, one of the son dies, and leaves a granddaughter. So you see the power of a granddaughter supersedes the power of a daughter. Because if there were 3 sons and 1 daughter, this daughter would not inherit. Remember the pecking order: son, daughter. Good. However, we know that the son, you look at anything that the son has. The son left a granddaughter, so Memela, you're destroying the whole Kal V'chomer of the Tzedaikim. What was the Kal V'chomer? Madach what? The daughter, the granddaughter gets some koyach, a father, the daughter gets the koyach, the direct deceased like Kol Shekain. And the answer is, I'll show you the place where a granddaughter is more powerful than a daughter. When a direct misa, when the man dies, leaves sons, that son, one of the sons dies and leaves a granddaughter, that granddaughter would precede the daughter, the next level. She would precede that because it's Yotze Yerecho of the first generation, of the offspring of the, remember, this is the offspring of, yeah, the offspring of the son. If there is a daughter, this daughter will get before this daughter, right? This is the real direct descendant, guys, right? This is direct descendant, the daughter. But the offspring of the son, if one daughter is over there, you're going to get before this. So therefore, Rabbi Yochanan Zakkai said, I didn't want to tell you this. I didn't want to deal with your I try to give you from your perspective, from the Torah Shebechsav, and you weren't buying the Anna because it was a son, rather a daughter son. I'm answering you according to your way of thinking. Okay, so let's see the inside. Malabas beno sheken yafa kocha b'makam achim. She's going to collect with her father's brothers. Toima bebitoi shahari kocha b'makam achim. The daughter with her siblings will not collect. The notzchum, and they will what? And he was minat seach. The osu yom, and that day asuhu yontif. That day they made a yontif. Chav talatevis became a yontif that you couldn't fast because we minat seach the over the tzedaikim. Okay, fellas,